I'm gonna be honest with you here. Like, it's just annoying me that you're dropping the ball.
I've done it before.
Court, right?
Yeah. I'm a ball
I don't know why
dropper.
we leave it in your court, but
Yeah, whose fault is that?
He makes it his court. He just, Gus, come to the house and record.
yeah. Come
He
over
just
to-
told me I'm the only one with the internet to do it.
I don't recall this. Didn't have the mic plugged in.
Yeah. There's no
Charged.
actual proof of that ever being said
Exactly.
because you didn't see a green light and didn't tell us that you didn't see a green light and
5 minutes.
let us
in.
go 5 minutes of garbage.
Welcome to Squawking and Talking Podcast live on Twitch.
Yeah, except with a 30-second delay, so we're not even live.
Thank you, Ron. That was a good point.
Woo! If you're out there, which no one is, thanks for watching.
He keeps letting me be.
I'll tell you, I'm frustrated.
He
I'm
keeps-
flustered.
He keeps his expectations.
Like
Hey,
a dog in
where are all your women at? They need to come watch this live.
Why do you keep your expectations so high?
Because I just want to believe the best in you.
Stop!
I want to imagine that you can do great things.
I can't.
Obviously, you can't.
No, I can't. I've been telling you I can't.
Yeah, the whole statement I used to say, I believe you, there's greatness inside of you, there's none in you.
When somebody tells you they can't, listen.
Yeah, but I can't pull all the weight here. Nick can't pull all the weight here.
My
Like,
back is tired.
I'm so sore. I'm so sore. God.
man, I'm just so upset. Like,
I'm not.
we've been at this for an hour and we finally got it right.
But we got
It's
it.
not
Be
bad
happy.
time.
We got
I know.
it. We got it, baby.
I know. I just want to go home and play Call of Duty.
That's when we're going to go to sleep.
Yeah. What day are we playing Overwatch this week? Tomorrow?
Tuesday.
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 What are you doing tomorrow?
I don't know. You want to do it tomorrow?
I'm just asking, man. I don't know. Like it made it sound like you had plans or something.
The
No.
gatekeeper over here, Father
Yeah.
Time.
We'll see.
I'm trying to do.
Obviously, you've gone live without me being in there, so I mean that's fine. I don't
trying to
have
get
to
us-
be in your streams.
I'm trying to get us on a some kind of schedule so people know
Schedule?
when we're going live.
So
Yeah.
what is this? Have
It
we
would just-
introduce the name of the show
Yeah.
or anything?
We did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Where have you
Yeah,
been?
we
Yeah, we
did.
100%
Did
we
we?
did.
Are you right, man?
Jesus
you been drinking
Christ.
too much Burger King Coke here? Yeah, like,
We
Oh.
100% did.
man, we're a mess.
I said we're live, squawking and talking, and he said, but we're not live. There's 30-second delay. And you said, indeed. You were in it. You were in the conversation.
I don't recall.
It's kind of funny because the way he's positioned, like a straw looks like it's almost in his mouth, resting on his shit. There you go. Yeah. So here you go. Sports world. WWE. Sonya Deville almost got abducted.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I guess she probably could have abducted the person trying to abduct her.
I don't know. He had a knife.
Yeah, that's true. She used to do MMA. So right?
Yeah.
I think she was
Knife
MMA.
train a lot in that? Or?
Yeah,
if you do
they do
MMA,
a lot of knife combat.
I'm sure like
And the knife.
someone with like a jujitsu background could probably fend off an average sized human being
Listen,
with a knife.
jiu-jitsu, not Krav Maga. The ultimate martial art. Who has Sambo in
What do
Krav
you think
Maga?
she is, Steven Seagal?
I don't know, man. She's got more muscles than you. That's not much.
I will say,
She has more muscles than a small health problem man. She can fend off somebody with a
Really?
knife.
riddled with
Her hands are also bigger.
You're not saying anything crazy and revolutionary.
The viewers don't know that. This is revolutionary to them.
So Steven Seagal, I saw him in the streets of Moscow, encircled with men with AK-47s. He has single 1911.
And he
What is it?
survived.
Put your guns
What
down.
country is it
And they
that he
did.
is a legend? Like they idolize him. Is it China?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like they legitimately idolize him as the baddest man in the world.
That's the Cormier for one, but
Or, yeah, I would say you.
No, it flashed. I don't know what it's doing.
Oh my
yeah, that
gosh.
was wild though.
I just-
Him.
Just move everything
Maybe
away.
like a sheriff. He was the Dalai Lama's bodyguard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
He's
bad.
my hero.
I,
I
can
mean,
tell
you have
by
like 30 heroes.
true every week.
It's like MMA fighters. Who's your favorite MMA fighter? Well, 1A.
I got
is
1A and 1B.
1B.
Haven't I
is
always?
1C, 1D.
Who's
Thank
one
you.
Z?
Be consistent. I don't have a 1C.
Oh.
I have 1A and 1B.
Who's your 1A 1B going to be now that DC's going to be retired?
Now I just have one.
Oh, just one.
Just one.
Habib Nurmagomedov. The greatest of all time.
How about Marab?
Apparently, Stipe is the greatest of all time.
Greatest heavyweight of all time.
Yeah.
Greatest heavyweight of all time. I mean, he's the greatest. Is it middleweight of all time?
Yeah, I believe so.
Greatest middleweight of all time.
Yeah. You just like going after the greats, huh? You just don't want to settle with someone who's just a decent fighter.
Nope.
Maybe not, undefeated.
Nope.
You got to
Well,
run
you
the
see,
bandwagon here.
He is a UFC.
Well, if I was running the bandwagon, I'd have McGregor's dick in my ass, but I don't.
That's just because you have a friend who's in love with him. But if you didn't have that friend in love with him, you probably would be.
He is what you call a UFC slut. And Habib Nurmagomedov is a slut maker.
That's right.
I am in a fallen state.
You are.
It's
A
so funny.
fallen state.
You are.
I don't know though. Like you don't hear many people talking about him, even though he's the greatest middleweight of all time.
Yeah,
You don't hear people actually like
A lot of people
Just
are
because
his
his-
fights.
he's too humble and quiet.
his
And
wrestling
wrestling.
style. Like he's so it's not
People
a lot of action.
sluggers.
It's not a lot of action until he slaughters the person at the end.
Yeah,
right?
he's much too
He-
good at beating people up.
Yeah.
People don't like it.
He just
He just lays on them.
he lays on him to get into position to beat him down.
Yeah.
And people want to see the action up
They
front,
want
steady.
DC
And,
Miocic
Yeah.
like last night.
that fight was so
That
good.
was brutal.
God, it was so good.
It was.
What a fun fight to
I
watch
thought
that
Bros
was.
would have just a heart attack. Well, he was jumping up and
Like, oh god!
Yeah. I loved it when he got on his little stoop.
yeah, it's all bites.
Because there were so many intense moments. Like
How great.
one
is
of them would get wobbled, and it's like and then the other one would get wobbled.
How about when he gets on a stoop, he puts steel plates and his arm lays like his kid.
It looks like the stoop was probably his timeout corner as a child. And
That
he
was
had to
his
sit
safe
there.
spot, I
Oh,
think.
safe spot.
Yeah. Nick's right. You're wrong.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hulk
Yeah, you
hands
probably
couldn't
didn't
reach
get
him
put in
there.
timeout because you were probably just laying down the whole time.
They felt bad for him, so everything he did, Kyle got in trouble for.
Kyle got the beating.
So Kyle hates you now. So is it true that the Hulk hands couldn't reach you there? He knew the beating was coming, Kyle strapped him on.
long couldn't get me on the stoop.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
Down.
Oh man.
I forgot who the main event is. It's Frankie Edgar and somebody Saturday night.
Oh yeah, Munez.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah. Can't remember his
Somebody, a fight I don't really care about, but I'll watch it because we're going to be streaming here live during UFC.
I might not be here.
name. What?
I'm just
You
playing.
gotta
I'll
be
be
here.
here. I'll be here. No, I'll be
gotta
here
be
anyways
here.
because I gotta watch the. I gotta see if that's the card that he's on. It might be this week or next
You
week.
know, I don't know if you've heard, his uncle actually trains UFC fighters.
Yeah.
He's got a fighter coming up in a free event.
Oh, I've heard.
And I think he actually watches our podcast. So.
Ah.
Know your uncle's name, but anytime I think of your uncle, that's-
Whoa.
Hey, we got a
Copyright.
new follower here. Thank you very much. Is that Ronnie Hyper?
Watch that copyright, baby. I can go to the card and tell you right now.
So anytime I think
Ronnie
of your
Hyper
uncle,
is now hosting you. Hey, we got a little host here.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. Appreciate
imagine
it.
His name's Ally Quinta. I feel like that's your uncle.
Ow.
Is that
Just
good?
an owl.
Nice.
That's a good trainer.
Oh, good boy. He sits in the corner. He sits in the corner and goes,
Actually, that's his English side of the family, not the Italian side. Brett.
I don't know what they are on that. Like, he married my aunt, so
knock
he's
his
not
head
like
off.
blood relative to me.
I can't find UFC. Give me a second. We will find
It's
it.
all right.
Get
Yeah.
off that
Also in WWE, Rey Mysterio's son made his debut.
Who?
Well, he's been debuted. Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic.
He got his.
Mysterio.
He signed. His
Is that what they're
official-
calling him?
His name's Dominic.
Are they calling him Dominic Mysterio?
Yeah.
Well, now
He's going by his real name.
is his name
His real
Mysterio or Guerrero?
I strictly remember Guerrero winning custody.
I thought he did.
No, I think Rey Mysterio won the custody in
Well,
the ladder
stupid.
match. Yeah. But it was cool. They had a little old package they showed of the stuff. But yeah, he signed his contract officially, and they made it where
Found it.
Samoa Joe couldn't help him.
Austin Hubbard and
If-
Joe Selecki.
Oh yeah, when is that? This weekend?
Yep, this
Oh,
coming
yeah.
Saturday. Match set number 7 on
Nice.
the card.
We'll
I got you, baby.
We'll definitely be watching it. What time is? You said match 7?
Yeah, it'll be fight 7.
All right. So what time do these fights start? Because I guess I have to be here early. So.
What y'all talking about? Anything?
Yeah,
Sports?
Yeah, sports. Yeah, UFC. WWE,
We can do
video
games. We can do sports.
Yeah, anything you want to talk about? You got a favorite sports team? You want to
Favorite
hear our
color?
predictions? Favorite color? Yeah, we can do that too.
Favorite artist? I'll cut off my ear.
Favorite musician group?
Huh?
Ah,
Somebody already asked one.
Yeah.
what?
Oh, Daniel Cormier has torn cornea.
Well, I mean, you saw what happened to his eyeball.
No,
I mean, Stipe's a cheater.
So would you
he
stop
started
it?
He started it.
Would
Short
you
round
stop
started
it?
Can we
Can
talk
we talk
about
about
Fortnite going down?
We can talk about Fortnite going down because how happy am I?
Oh, what's happening?
That game is dying.
Is it really?
They got into it with Apple, I think.
Oh, Apple and Google Play.
Google.
Yeah, the apps
Well,
took,
now, I will say the app stores are a little excessive.
Yeah.
They take on a 30% fee. And
but also Fortnite. I can't remember who the developer is. They ain't the one that's gonna beat Apple in a dispute. They ain't the one. They
We're glad it's dying too. Actually,
I'm so glad it's dying.
I-
God.
I
Oh, yeah.
can't stand the game.
it was good when it first came out, and then it
Yeah,
just
it's fun.
silly.
I
And
mean, I
then
think they did something cool though with the live concert. They had the Travis Scott concert, and that was huge,
that was cool.
actually for
That was
the
a
game.
big moment.
And that was something we've never seen in a game before. But the player-based community, the community is just toxic. They're all like children,
Yeah.
and like you can't even yell at them like you used to in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when you're in the public lobbies.
Can't yell at
And
him. I
like,
hate
you
it.
Just not the way you used to.
I
You
just
know,
want
like
to grab them
tell
and
your
shake
mom-
them.
Yeah, I know what he wants to say. You can't yell at him like you used to. You can yell at him now. You can't yell at him like you used
Yeah.
to. I know what he's
there's a
getting
lot
at.
of there's a lot of stuff you used to say to people. I don't know if you
I
guys
did.
played it like
Oh,
Two
it's a good
people
cop.
are judging you real hard right now.
I
That's
think
right.
3.
You can't yell at him like we used to.
I mean,
Back
you,
in my
you would
day.
tell
I
them
just grabbed him and shook him. It scared me because I liked it so much.
like you would remind them why you were their
You
I
could
was
remind
the
him about
man.
me.
You let them know that who was going home to hug
see
their
their
mother
mother.
that night. Like there's a lot of things you can do. But yeah, Fortnite is. I mean, they will have some player base because of kids.
Yeah.
right?
My nephew.
But I think
probably-
most of the
Claps.
bigger gamers are going to be going away from it.
There's so many good battle royales.
Ready for Rogue Company.
Oh yeah,
That's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
I mean, I want to play some more Apex.
Let's do it,
I
baby.
really enjoyed it.
Download Hyperscape.
Like watching you play that, I think it's a little too complicated for me. Like
You run and jump on buildings and shoot people. What do you mean?
I know, like
It's the name of the game, baby.
I need
So-
to research.
So I can't remember what exactly did they do. They made it some way. Warzone is going up right now. And
Fall Guys.
did they? We were just playing Fall Guys. I think Fall Guys is in the title. Did the developers? Could the developers have imagined what is
No.
happening right now with Fall Guys? There's no way they were
Is there-
prepared for
Well,
this.
Was there a
Right.
famous person who like started streaming it or something?
Patriots Life.
Fall Guys or Mario? I mean, Mario Party's the classic.
Yeah.
Mario Party's the
Mario
OG.
Party is- Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
I think just looking at Fall Guys, it is entertaining to watch. It looks super frustrating to play.
Oh
at
my
times.
god.
But like,
Mario Party has a group goal.
yeah.
Which one of your friends is the best? And there's more mini games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warzone, man. Warzone. You woke up yesterday to another 60 gigabyte update. I don't think my Xbox can handle it anymore. Like literally,
Yeah, my
it's
PlayStation's
Warzone.
like
it's just I
my
don't.
PlayStation's like, what are we doing here, man?
It annoys me, but the Bruin got its debuff, but it really didn't debuff it at all. Literally, it's just they took away some range on it, but you still laser people. Now they did make the Bruins you pick up in the game a lot worse. Because used to you could pick up a basic Bruin and still outclass those
Yeah.
M4 classes.
I had a basic
And-
Bruin yesterday, 2 days ago, and just murdered 2 people. It wasn't even close. That if you have that gun, you're off to a good start.
Ron, what was like your PS2 games you're talking about? You like the old games. What are some of your favorite PS2 games? We actually have a YouTube page where we covered our top 10.
Yeah, we did our top 10.
PlayStation
Oh, yeah.
games. So if you one of you can bring up your phone, go to that on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll give you the
and then
episode number.
we can actually post it. You can actually post it in the chat here.
I will give that to you right now.
But yeah, Ron, we have a really cool episode where we go through our personal top 10s as compared to the top 10s of most units sold. So that's a pretty cool episode. You might want to check
It's
out.
interesting to see how we stack up against layers.
Yeah,
Some are
yeah.
Very similar.
And there are going to, like, because the ones that typically sell the most units are the most popular ones, so they resonate more with you. But, like, if you're a player who enjoys games, like, that are just a little bit out, maybe like more JRPGs, they won't have more units sold.
Yeah.
but like they might hold a special place in your heart.
Was it the episode before the N64? Because that one doesn't have a real title.
Oh man, it might be.
Probably.
I think it was.
I can look for comments.
Yeah, because we started changing the titles after that. But all right, so Dead to Rights. All right, so Dead to Rights. I don't think that was a game I ever played. Did you play it?
Yeah, this is
Tried.
PlayStation 2
All
one.
right, which
I'm
one
reading
was
the comments. This is the PlayStation 2 one.
Episode 3, I think.
it? Yeah.
Yep, episode 3. I will give you the link right now.
Can you copy the link and put it in yourself?
Yeah,
from
yeah,
your
yeah.
Thing? All right, we're gonna put a link in there for you to check it out. So, what did you like about Dead to Rights? I actually never played that game, at all. I think I played Call of Duty Finest Hour on the PlayStation 2, which has a pretty special place in my heart because I thought that game was awesome on the PS2. But God of Wars were my like go-tos. Marvel vs.
City.
Capcom 2, huh?
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand
Vice
Theft
City.
Auto had a lot of pull in that
The
generation.
Def Jam fight games were
I-
fun.
I'm glad you brought up Def Jams. Did you see that they spoiled the thought there might be a new one coming?
That'd be nice.
Like they kind of like let it.
There it is,
leak.
baby.
Yeah, here you go, Ron. If you check out that link, we go through a PlayStation 2 games. It's a pretty cool little video, man. Like it, comment, leave some feedback. So what we decided is we used to be strictly, we did the recording on our computer and then just put it on YouTube. But we're trying out the Twitch thing to kind of do something a little bit different, and we're liking what's happening. And we add some streaming, like Tiltman over here. He's the comic of the group. He does some streaming throughout the week, and you can hear me and Sleepy Nick a lot on those games.
I like the guns.
And the love they put in the game. It was a funny game and never finished it. Oh man. Are we gonna do a SummerSlam
We
stream?
talked about it.
Pages, I'm glad you asked that. And
It may just be me and
and-
Ron doing it. I
yeah,
think.
Nick might not be here for it because it's a Sunday night. But if you want
That's
to,
fine.
if you want us to stream during that, we can definitely.
we definitely
do that.
can bring
Because
it to you.
I can watch that and talk about that stuff all night. Because I think the card's shaping up to be pretty good. I think you got Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title. So that shapes up to be a pretty
Yeah.
good match. Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville.
Loser has
so-
to drink a beer. Jeff Hardy's gonna lose.
Man, did you watch any of that stuff he did with Sheamus?
I did.
Oh,
It was
man.
ridiculous, and there was no reason for it. I gotta
Like,
tell you,
who'd they do that with before? Was it Jake the Snake?
it was an animal.
It was an animal they did that
Because
storyline
they
with?
had he's like they had the thing where he relapsed and they were trying to keep him under control because he relapsed and he was going crazy and he ends up climbing up the top of the Titantron and falls off and everybody's like, oh
Oh,
god,
they
he
played that was
relapsed,
the
oh,
death
let's kill
scene,
him."
right?
Yeah.
Like you died. I
And
thought
everybody's
he
like,
really,
what is wrong with you?
I thought he really died too, like doing that.
That sounds
Um,
stupid.
Sarah, by the way, I don't really speak English at all. I'm still learning. Sorry.
Hey, you're doing
You're
great.
actually doing better than the comic.
Yeah,
he
you're
can't-
doing
he
a great
can't do
job.
anything with computers. So
He
when
can't
we
speak either. What do
we
you mean?
Yeah, I
can't
mean,
speak. Yeah,
we're all learning
we
here.
appreciate it. No, I didn't know Dead to Rights was actually on the PlayStation 2 though.
Yeah,
I thought-
I've
I thought-
always seen him there play.
I thought it was like Xbox 360 or something. But maybe was there a Dead to
There
Rights
was
2?
4 series apparently. 4
Oh.
games in the series.
Well then,
there you have
makes
it.
a lot of sense.
And there you have it.
Yeah, but yeah, Ron, check that video. I think you'll enjoy it. We talk about some things.
Ron's list, of course, flawed, but I mean,
My list was pretty good. We were all pretty close except for like within 3, I think.
Yeah,
Like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was on my PlayStation 2 all-time list because the game is phenomenal. And it's like $90 now if you try to buy it. The Dreamcast version is like $140, I think.
Yeah.
on the Dreamcast.
I wish I owned a Dreamcast, but never got there.
when the stream ends, I'll watch the video. We
Hey,
we appreciate it,
appreciate
man. We appreciate you being
Nice.
here tonight. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, no,
You're
we
a
appreciate
good
it a lot,
man.
Ron.
You're a good man.
Um,
You're a good fan.
Yeah, we like I said, we're new at it. I think
Good
you
human.
are our.
And there you have it. Subscribe to your channel.
There you
There
go.
we go.
We appreciate that, man. We got the notification for the subscription there to that. Yeah, we actually, I think you're our 11th follower, and this is our second technical stream for this, and I think we're doing better with this than your basic streaming right now. But I think that's because you don't have a camera. I
Yeah.
think we're gonna fix that. Patriots fan for life. When do you think fans will be allowed back to WWE or any sports event? All right.
2020. I'll say, you know what? I'll go the long game. Fall 2021.
All right. So I can tell you, Patriots fan, because I actually didn't know who you were until after the stream last week, and the comic
But we know you now,
revealed who you were. So I do know who you are. But I will say this: I had tickets actually for WWE in the spring. They got pushed to November. So technically, they have November, like I think it's 5th or 9th or whatever. In Colombia, they have WWE Raw scheduled. So WWE is actually they're doing it week by week. So like they actually wanted to have SummerSlam in front of a live crowd, but that didn't work out. I also see in the viewpoint of the comic here, I also believe it's going to be 2021, maybe summer.
Summer 2021.
I'm going with summer, because that's when all the concerts got rescheduled for, and I think there's going to be a really big push to get those to happen again. But man, I can tell you the fact that I'm not going to get to watch a live South Carolina football game in the stadium with all my people. I'm not going to get to probably watch WWE live. And if you,
an interesting take here. What do you think about Back to the Future? In my opinion, they should do a remake.
Oh, okay.
What a take!
So,
Michael J. Fox is Doc Brown.
Man, let me tell you, Ron.
The twist. It's always dangerous to touch such a classic.
Yeah,
it's always dangerous.
If Back to the Future wasn't such a good movie, like if I thought of it as a movie that kind of never lived up to expectations, I think it'd be great. But I know they're doing the Bill and Ted's, right?
Yeah.
They're doing another one.
They're doing a new one.
They're doing a new one.
And I think that's what they should do with Back to the Future. If they were going to touch again, don't remake it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's always so dangerous to touch a movie that is a classic.
Yeah,
that for Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted's going to be really good. Have you ever seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure Journey?
Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey.
And Bogus Journey,
They're so good.
Those George Carlin's going to be in this one?
Stop it. Stop it right now.
That's terrible.
George Carlin was a good man, one of the greatest comics of all time.
He was their God. What do you mean?
Back to the Future, man.
Do you think he'll be in this?
You know, I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Back to the Future.
I had the trilogy.
But I think I have it too.
I love it.
But I remember just like, man, this movie is good. I get really worried about remakes, Ron. I'll tell you that. I typically don't like it. If they want to try to progress from it with a new cast, that's fine. As long as they don't do what Ghostbusters did and screw up the whole franchise.
Yeah, man, that reminds me. Because I was saying Michael J. Fox, Doc Brown. Have you seen the petition for Home Alone?
No.
Home Alone, but Macaulay Culkin plays the kid, and no one in the movie realizes they see grown man Macaulay Culkin as a child.
That'd be great. He had such a great redemption story.
Yeah.
He did.
He was basically dead. And then he came back, man, and that's always cool to see because these child actors, these child actors, man, they have a rough go at it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the stuff about Britney Spears?
No.
Oh man, I'll have to tell you a second.
I've watched the movie 20
plus
times.
Huh.
It's a good movie.
Man, where did you say where you were from earlier, Ron? I remember you said you were trying to learn English. Where are you actually from?
Dagestan.
My boy, Beeb.
Beebs.
How about we do our favorite movie? Just
but also
just give you
Guatemala.
Like your favorite.
Very interesting.
Guatemala, nice.
That's cool.
Hey man, we appreciate you tuning in all the way from Guatemala.
Yeah, man.
Like you're the furthest person we've had interact with us on the stream.
Patriots for Life's pretty far.
And we hope you're enjoying it. We hope you're digging it.
Yeah. All right, let's do our favorite movies. Because obviously,
I don't know what
top
the Britney
20.
Spears thing is. You left me a cliffhanger. What happened?
Britney Spears. There's a whole movement. Like she's like basically trapped in her own house.
Yeah,
she can't do anything for herself. She can't sign checks. She can't drive.
Well, she got crazy for a while.
Yeah, like she can't do anything.
I'm loving the stream so far. That's great. We're trying to bring you the entertainment.
All right, favorite movie. I know mine.
I know mine.
I can tell you my absolute favorite. I mean, my top 10's pretty muddled because there's a lot that goes there. But my all-time favorite movie, V for Vendetta.
What?
V for Vendetta, all-time favorite.
All right, the walrus can't talk for 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
That movie's phenomenal. 100% amazing.
Favorite movie
my all-time favorite's tough.
That's tough. I mean, there's so many good series and all.
Jurassic Park.
I was gonna think Jurassic Park. Maybe.
Jurassic Park,
Is that
baby.
your favorite?
Yeah.
Man, V for Vendetta just like stands out to me.
Jurassic Park's my favorite series.
Really?
100%.
Now, favorite series is Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future.
Where does Lord of the Rings come up in
Fourth.
yours? Fourth? I was gonna say, 'cause you strike me as a guy who really likes the Lord of the Rings or
Tolkien.
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 You know,
What's his
Um,
name?
Harry Potter goes first for me in series. After that, it's probably the X-Men. Like I count that as a
They were
series.
good.
I loved them, and even though they're the one movie they tried to tank on purpose, like so the rights would became one of the most
The
popular.
first Jurassic Park is the best. Indeed, it is.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Indeed,
Well, you
it
know
is.
Jeff Goldblum.
Have y'all
Great
seen
set.
What's the actor's name? This whole time I've watched Shameless, I've tried to figure
William
out
H.
where
Macy?
William H. Macy
Mhm.
is in the second Jurassic
Yeah.
Park.
He's
And the
dad,
whole
isn't he?
time I was trying to, the whole time I was like, where have I seen this man? Jurassic
He's
Park
had
2.
stuff. Man, favorite movie's a tough thing. I'd have to think about it. Right now, I want to say maybe Scarface. That's a
Scarface.
good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know what TV series I just finished? It's from it's actually not an English made one. It's called The Rain. I think it's like Dutch or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what
It might be Norwegian.
Norwegian. I think that's right. But basically, you can watch it in English or
Yeah.
and
Well, the only way to go is watch it in Norwegian with subtitles.
and with subtitles, and that's what I did. I tried it in English first because I
English
wanted
has
to
so many
see.
words wrong.
But because the guys, one of the main characters' name is Rasmus, but translated on the subtitles it says sweetheart every time,
That's,
and it really threw me off. So I watched it in Norwegian. I watched it in their natural language, and let me tell you, show was really good.
oh yeah, Dark's a really good series. They
Tell
just
me when,
finished.
boys.
People have been telling me that too. All right, when?
We got an argument coming in the comments.
Okay.
Oh.
Marvel or DC?
Oh. Well, there's only one right answer.
I know, and
So-
you're wrong. Go
Wait,
ahead.
time out. Are we talking Marvel or DC in terms of comic book or in terms of movie?
I will say I have two different answers for
You
those.
because you've gotta tell me this because if I'm going comic books, I'm DC all the way, and if I'm going animated movies, I'm going DC all the way. If we're going just movies, Marvel, but
Anime movies.
comic
DC,
books by far DC is my favorite. I'm a Green Lantern fan, actually. I collect a lot of Green Lantern stuff.
Marvel has the best movies, but the
Now,
best characters, obviously.
if
best
you look
stories
through,
are
like-
DC.
Yeah.
If you look through Green Lantern's YouTube subscriptions and all, it's just one, and it's Ron.
Oh, no.
Comic book
There's a
sales
lot of-
one.
there's a lot of Green Lantern fans actually,
yeah.
but
That's one of my favorites.
I will tell you this: DC outperforms Marvel in animated movies in every one except Spider-Man.
The cartoons are DC,
Like-
baby. They could roll up
Yeah,
some
I would say
cartoons.
everything DC.
And-
I mean, Marvel
but
just had a very run.
the animated ones. Have you ever seen DC's The Killing Joke, where they
I saw
the
exactly
Joker's
that,
actually
yeah.
murdering people?
Yeah.
Pepsi or cola?
Pepsi.
Oh man, I'm a
I used to be a
Coca-Cola guy.
Coca-Cola man.
Pepsi's
I'm
my
a
boy.
I'm a Coca-Cola guy, but I love Mountain Dew.
Pepsi's my
Um,
boy.
I prefer
Actually,
Mellow Yellow Mountain Dew.
I would like a drink right now. I might have to excuse myself
You
to
want me to
grab
get it for
one.
you,
Would
buddy?
you do that for
I'll
me?
let
Would
you
I
you
appreciate it.
be so
A Mountain
kind?
Dew?
He's parched.
I'm parched.
So, top 3 superheroes when I get back.
All right, we got
top
you.
3. Cola. you-
Patriots Life's
thank-
with cola.
Thank you.
I'm with
Thank
Pepsi. I think I'm the only one in here.
Pepsi to me has a more sweet flavor than Coca-Cola, and I just
Coca-Cola's just crisp.
I think so, man. I'm a big fan. Man, Pepsi or Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah, I'm a Pepsi guy. I'm a Pepsi man.
All right, so top 3 superheroes. Are you saying your top 3 favorite or just top 3 in general?
Your top 3 favorites.
Yeah, your top 3
Alright.
favorite,
Any
personal for
any
you.
faction.
Okay, top 3 favorite would be
Oh,
number 1, Green Lantern. Number 2, I don't even really like Batman to be honest with you.
he's
Wolverine.
Ooh, Wolverine is so good.
And that's like the one Marvel one I really like. But I'll be honest with you, the new comic line they have with Doctor Doom right now is phenomenal. He comes out as a good guy in the first episode. It's really weird, strange. But I do like in the Batman, there's a comic series I really like right now called The Batman's Grave, where the Batman is dead.
Like, wow.
And so that's kind of cool. My third one, It's hard, man. I think I have a genuine appreciation for everyone, but I really like the Flash as well.
Did you
So.
ever see Gambit on the X-Men?
Yeah.
I always enjoyed him a lot.
Yeah, and they were
He's
supposed to
like my
have the
favorite.
movie. Do you
I
remember
do
that?
remember
And
that,
they
yeah.
canceled it. Like, it was... I was so pumped about it because they had a preview for it and
I
everything.
love Gambit. So my top three. 3
Alright.
to 1.
All right, 1 second. Yeah. Tillman answer for us. Yeah, we're from South Carolina in
South
the United
Carolina.
States. Right here on the coast.
The bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
Oh, Florida.
as far east as you can
Florida,
go.
Yeah,
Alabama.
And how
We're
we
in the corner of America.
and how we know each other would be more interesting.
Yeah.
I was comics teacher his last year of school in high school.
My senior year, he taught me.
And Nick is like one of Brett's best friends.
He taught me how to use computers.
We've been dancing through the fates ever since dawn of time.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, except you're not his best friend, which is weird.
I know.
Whoa!
Hey.
He uses me for everything.
Top 3
but I'm not
superheroes.
supposed to-
Whoa!
Spider-Man. I didn't. Ooh.
Ugh,
Oh.
gross.
He knows where I'm
Oh
going.
yeah, that's your number 1.
He knows where I'm going. Top 3.
I'm gonna get some.
We appreciate it, Ron. That's very kind to say. Because I can't
Nice.
stand to listen to Tiltman
A
all
lot
day.
of people get. Ooh, he brings up Thor's actually really good.
Whoa,
Whoa,
Aquaman?
whoa. I was about to say,
Black
I'm about to get some
Panther
heat.
or
I'm about to
Thor?
get some heat.
Get back in the camera so people see.
Get back in here.
Flash, Green Lantern, number 1, Aquaman.
Are you really going Aquaman?
I love Aquaman.
Alright,
He's cool.
Have you ever seen the animated movie Aquaman: The Throne of Atlantis?
Yo,
Alright, man,
I
phenomenal
want to say
animated.
Aquaman's cool. He's always
Aqua-
been cool.
Aquaman
Phenomenal.
and Dolphin Boy.
Phenomenal. Have you seen the Flashpoint Paradox
Yeah,
animated?
Oh,
That
yeah.
one's my favorite.
it was so
But-
good.
But yeah, the Killing Joke's good too. I actually own almost all these on Blu-ray.
Killing Joke's
Jeez.
actually I think on Hulu now too.
Is it really?
I believe so.
Man, did you see what they did with Batman? They had the Batman Who Laughs series. All right, so you know the Joker, right?
Yeah.
There's not just one Joker. Okay, people think there's one Joker. There's not one Joker. When the Joker dies, a new Joker is born because the laughing gas is transmitted to them. All right, so in the Batman Who Laughs comic book series, the Batman kills the Joker, and instead of the serum picking a random person, it picked a child who was next to him, and like Batman basically sacrificed himself, and so the child would live, and he became the new Joker. Listen,
So who polices him?
it was. I don't want to ruin it.
Oh,
It was
I'm sorry.
it was a great
I'll
mini
police
series.
myself.
It was a great mini series, man.
Tell me everything you know.
Good stuff. All right, who's your
Tell me everything
who's your
you
Superman?
know.
I feel like Brett is a Spider-Man number
Spider-Man's
one type
number
of guy.
100%.
Like,
My boy.
Him and Hunter got into that. Oh, I'm Spider-Man.
My boy. Number 1. Spider-Man. I feel like number 3 is going to surprise you.
which Spider-Man do you like the most, though?
29
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider-Man. What a loser.
29 was pretty good.
The
29
best.
was good.
I was thinking like Peter Parker, though. You know, like
Oh, yeah,
Like-
Peter Parker.
you like Peter Parker.
Yeah. That's spectacular.
I really like what they're doing with Miles
OG,
Morales,
baby.
So.
The
I
OG,
think-
baby.
Yeah.
You and
Alright,
you
so-
and Hunter.
Number
two.
Number 2 is tough. I bounced between 2 people. But I am going to say Cyclops.
Of
From the
course
X-Men.
you would think Cyclops from the X-Men. What a loser.
Cyclops from the
He
X-Men.
chooses the lamest characters.
And number
You
3,
got bullied, didn't you?
take it easy. You're about to get on my train. Take it easy. You're about to back me up.
I'm the caboose. Look at that face. Like Daniel Cormier's tough face. Anyway, number 3.
Flash.
Flash is really good.
The Flash is
I'll accept that.
cool.
Why do you think Flash is supposed to Green Lantern, though? Green Lantern can do anything.
I've just always loved Flash.
Man.
You always thought you were fast when you were little.
I'm telling you, you need to watch. You need to watch the. You need to watch the Flashpoint Paradox. For real, if you haven't seen it, Brett.
Have y'all watched the series Gotham on Netflix? I have not. Do I need to?
I heard it's good.
I
Are you
have-
telling me to do it?
I have watched it and I thoroughly enjoy it. I actually like all these superhero ones. My favorite is The Flash on Netflix, and Gotham is number 2 behind that. But I like Daredevil's phenomenal.
Daredevil's so good.
Supergirl was alright, but it's more for women than it is for
I didn't
men.
care for the, Jessica Jones and Iron
yeah.
Fist.
Jessica
Upset
Jones.
about my
Jessica
Cyclops.
Jones was kind of interesting to me. Iron Fist I did not like as much because I didn't like the guy they casted for him.
And Luke Cage, it seemed like it was more talking and feelings.
Yeah, I think you had to really appreciate those. I think you had to watch them all together. The Arrow's really good too. It's over now.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, the crossover they did for the final event was out of this world.
Be right back.
Yeah.
I'll listen to y'all. I got you, man. We'll be here.
Appreciate
We'll
it,
be
man.
here.
Thanks, Ron. We'll be here. How about Green Arrow? I do like Green Arrow a lot. I think Stephen Amell was a great cast for that, and I think Stephen Amell as a person benefited a lot from being the Green Arrow because of his wrestling. Because he actually wrestles now.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he does like the amateur stuff.
Huh.
And because he did the match against Cody Rhodes. You remember that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. They remember WWE did that whole segment with him and Cody, and then
Okay.
and then after that, Stephen Amell wanted to train as a wrestler.
Okay.
So he's done some stuff.
I'm with you now.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
But that show is actually really good as well.
You were upset about my Cyclops pick. Cyclops is cool.
I think
Cyclops
Cyclops is
isn't
just
the
out in left
coolest.
field. You know,
Cyclops is cool. I always thought he was like for a while, like he really was my favorite for a while when I was little. Him and Spider-Man were my favorite.
How about the movie Logan? Like, how did y'all feel watching?
I didn't watch it.
Did you
I
not
haven't
watch
watched
it?
a chance to watch anywhere.
I haven't.
Really?
You're gonna hate this.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna hate this. You're gonna hate this. You're gonna hate this. You're gonna hate this.
You think Wolverine's overrated?
I haven't seen an X-Men movie.
Oh. what a
I have the
loser.
whole series.
I
have
haven't
every
seen
one
an
of them.
X-Men movie. Aren't they on? Are they on?
Disney Plus?
Yeah.
They might be. If not, I own every one of them. Like even Logan.
You have
and-
never seen an X-Men movie?
Oh my god.
I was never an X-Men fan.
And they were one of the best Marvel things.
I was never into
Cyclops
X-Men.
like the lamest one. That's the person who got bullied. So they thought they were
The,
cool.
the great thing about X-Men was
like an
this.
undercover cop. It's
I like
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Here's the thing
Hey,
about X-Men.
cats, I'm cool.
But isn't that me?
Yeah.
How do you like Cyclops and never seen an X-Men movie?
I watched the cartoon.
Oh.
Ooh, that nice cartoon was so
Yeah,
good.
The
watched
nice
cartoon.
cartoon was good.
Honestly, I will say
Cyclops is my
I'm
boy.
more surprised you're not a Nightcrawler, man.
You do kind of look like Nightcrawler.
Thank you, boys.
Because you know Nightcrawler had 4 fingers.
Here's the thing, man.
I don't know why I'm making that noise either.
X-Men.
More gargoyles.
The cool thing about X-Men was this: the X-Men movies were surprisingly very well done. Besides the fact they weren't done by Marvel,
Yeah.
because Fox owns X-Men.
Yeah.
Because Marvel sold the X-Men to them. X-Men, Hulk, Fantastic Four, and is it Elektra? And Daredevil.
You know-
They sold it to Fox to save their company. Because Marvel was actually going out of business. DC was winning.
You know what I didn't know?
What?
Until I started watching. I started watching all the MCU movies.
Yeah.
I think I'm on Doctor Strange now. I watched them.
good.
Yeah, I
Doctor
watched
Strange
them.
is
I
good.
watched them pretty.
Hero, though.
Yeah.
I watched them pretty consistently, and then I kind of fell off watching them. I need to get back into it.
You can skip Captain Marvel though.
Jim Norton's. Not Jim Norton. Jesus Christ.
What'd he say?
Edward Norton's Hulk is an MCU movie. I didn't know that.
Because wait, which one is that? What year is that? You talking about like the Bad Hulk movie?
2012 or
The
something.
Bad
like that.
Hulk movie? Yeah.
Edward Norton was an MCU movie. He was
Yeah.
supposed to be the guy. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
So what happened? So what happened was this: they couldn't come to a contract agreement, okay, and so what they did was they went with his best friend, who became the new Hulk.
Mark
Became-
Ruffalo.
Yeah, so that's like his in real life best friend.
Huh.
So they couldn't do the contract thing right or whatever.
Strange.
Here's the thing:
I
So-
liked Norton.
you have to do for Fox
Yeah.
to retain the rights to those movies. Every 10 years, there has to be something done with them movie wise, or they can actually give the rights back, or the rights are
like-
given back.
Or it
Yeah,
default.
so that's why like there was a Hulk theme park like ride or whatever, like that. All these things. The Fantastic Four has been ruined.
Which
okay?
Avengers movie do y'all? That's a good question because I think we may have.
Now I'm here.
I think we may have a big debate coming at us.
Just those 3.
Yeah, just those 3.
Future Past was good.
Is that the actual first one?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You have to
That
like
was
when
good.
you're watching them, they can be confusing though because they actually go out of order like Star Wars some.
Okay.
So you just have to be aware of that. there's actually a way you should probably watch it.
I'll look up something real
Yeah, I was
quick.
gonna see if I.
I really liked
find
X-Men
them.
Evolution.
Um,
That was a great show.
Yeah.
Favorite
was.
Marvel movies, boys.
Favorite
had
Marvel
a
or
question.
Avengers?
Favorite Avengers movie.
I-
I'm sorry.
Because I can do a Marvel movie. It's my favorite too. All right, favorite Avengers movie for me would be the last one, with the iconic statement "I love you 3000."
I thought Avengers: Infinity War was
I don't
much
feel
better
so
than
good.
Endgame.
You
I
know,
thought they
Sam?
raised the bar too high
Yeah.
in Infinity War, and there's no way they
But
could have beat
I don't
it in
think it's the
Endgame.
fact that they raised the bar so high. Endgame happened before he had the
Yeah, Thanos was just such a good bad guy in Infinity War.
because he
Yeah.
lived
And
through
you
so
couldn't-
much.
Well, yeah, the writing was so good that it made you feel sympathetic towards him.
Yeah,
And that's-
and then like you didn't when you got to Endgame. To his point, it was like
He hadn't experienced anything. He was still in the job.
he was a one-dimensional bad guy in Endgame.
Here's the
Yeah.
biggest thing I had with the way Endgame versus Infinity Wars went. The fact that they actually should have introduced more of the characters within Infinity Wars first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They in the last part they had to shove so many people in it. You know, quite frankly, Spider-Man wasn't even supposed to be there. You know, Spider-Man dies in Civil War, right? So
I just watched the war.
no. In
No,
in real in
Oh,
the comics.
sorry.
So here's what happened.
I watched
Spider-Man was the Marvel got the rights back to Spider-Man just in time to do Civil War. You can't kill Spider-Man the moment you get him back.
Yeah.
So they recreated a timeline, and what happened? It was a ripple effect because the comics went with the stuff too, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man actually is supposed to die in Civil War.
Also,
And, yeah.
I will say how great is the scene when
Mr.
Tony
Stark, I
Stark
don't
does
feel so-
when Tony Stark does the snap and everybody starts coming back and the Avengers theme is playing and it's and everybody's coming back.
Is
How
that Death Star stuff?
no? How great is that scene though?
No, it's good, man.
That is an absolutely iconic scene, and it'll
pretty
be
good.
an iconic scene. But I thought,
Well, that's why
me and Nick's opinion has always been, and we've had this conversation a lot. He was a one-dimensional villain in number 2.
But he was supposed
He
to
was
be.
so dynamic in number 1, and I think
And I feel like a lot of people
number
don't
1
acknowledge
gave you
that.
too much expectation of him. Is I think what like. And number 1, you were like, God, he's so good. He's such a good villain.
But if you think about it, use a little background thought, which a lot of
number
people
2 made him more. There was more humanity shown in him.
I thought there was more humanity in number
didn't.
1.
Yeah, number one's when he had the.
Number 1's when he's
he'd
actually
already lost
fighting for
everything,
something.
and
I think
He's more
I guess I'm
humanity in
thinking of
1.
like in 2 in the beginning when you see him living on his
Oh,
own.
yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
like that's what I was thinking
well, when
about
they go
with
back to the
it.
past, of course he's not going to be this big dynamic.
Yeah.
humanist
See, I'm thinking
character.
like he
Here-
actually
and I
cried
feel
when he
like-
killed his daughter, and like
Here's
you
the-
make him human in
Here's the
number
thing
1.
to think about, right? Like there is no more Tony Stark,
Right.
or there's no more Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. Like if there's ever another movie with an Avengers movie with Iron Man, it won't be him.
Right.
And you know how hard that's going to be to watch
Yeah. They
because
can't do it.
he is Iron Man, right?
Did you
like,
listen to his episode on Joe Rogan's podcast?
No, I didn't know he had one.
Yeah,
but
Joe Rogan asked him.
I will listen to it.
Joe
tonight.
Rogan asked him. He's like, so what do they have to do to get you back as Iron Man? He said they decided to bring Iron Man back. They make some kind of time machine and say they're going to save your life. What they got to do to bring Iron Man back? And he was like, honestly, he said, it absolutely has to be Loctite believable.
Yeah.
He was like, if it is,
Yeah, well, that
He
role
said
is
it
gonna
has to-
define his life.
yeah, he's like, it has to absolutely 100% make sense for me to come back.
Yeah.
Like, if I read the story and it doesn't in the slightest make sense, I can't do it.
So here's the way.
And I understand that.
Here's the way they could do it,
100%.
Because I can play devil's advocate here with you because I've also seen this before COVID. They were teasing. Listen, this was going to be big. They were teasing an Avengers X-Men crossover,
That'd be
and because the idea was, how do you get Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine?
Yeah.
And he said that was the only way he would ever do Wolverine again, is that crossover. Now it's going to be harder now
Because
he's
that's a
getting
lot of
older and
money.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he don't need it, man. Like I had a friend who went to see his musical. You know he does that.
Yeah.
He travels around and does a musical, and which The Greatest Showman. All right, I've always known Hugh Jackman as
He's so cool, too. I
I've
listened
always-
to in an interview.
Yeah. I've always just known him as Wolverine.
Yeah.
And, like, I know he has other stuff. But seeing him in The Greatest Showman was hard because it's a different type of role.
Thoughts on the new Avengers video game?
Right.
I saw, was it you and Keegan streaming the demo today? Or yesterday?
So, yeah.
I haven't seen too much on it.
Let me say this. I read an article that came out and said that because of the outcry that people gave at the beginning, kind of like with the Sonic movie, because of that some company was reviewing.
Like the actors. I was alright with that.
Some people, so basically, well, it's not just the not looking at the actors, but it was like the gameplay of it itself, like the combat system.
I thought the initial reaction was like,
well, it was everything.
These aren't the people.
Well, have you ever played Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah.
They're not the same people. What's his name? The guy, Samuel L. Jackson's character. What's his name?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury's white in that game.
Well.
Nick Fury is originally.
Yeah, Nick
I know.
Fury is a white character.
But that game, the other ones came out. When
I didn't know
that was around.
I didn't know they changed Nick Fury to specifically be Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
They changed it to specifically be him. And how cool is that they change it to be Samuel Jackson, and he agrees to take the role. He's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Another great movie, Pulp Fiction.
I was just about to bring up how great of a fact is this.
Because earlier I was saying Reservoir Dogs.
I don't
The
know
beta's out and it's for free now.
I don't know if
That's
many
cool.
people know this piece of trivia. I'm sure if you're a big Marvel fan, you do know this. At the end of, I can't remember which one it's at the end of, Nick Fury fakes his death. And they have a tombstone for him. And on his tombstone, they have the Bible verse from Pulp Fiction on Nick Fury's
really?
tombstone.
That's cool.
And that is such a cool Easter egg.
I never knew that. Actually.
Yeah, the Pulp Fiction, Ezekiel, whatever it was, is written on his tombstone.
Yeah.
I was like, how cool is that?
But what I was saying about the video game is I've read from multiple places that people are going to be happy and excited about the product. Have you played the beta yet? Patriots for Life?
I believe I
like
saw
NWO for Life.
Yeah, I believe I saw him and Midnight Claps playing it. I didn't watch much, so I can't say much to it, but I saw him.
Is it Midnight Claps or Moonlight Claps?
Moonlight Claps. Moonlight Claps.
Midnight Claps is.
What was
I
that?
poke my eyeglasses out.
I'm throwing out the wrong name. Don't tell him.
Superhero poke there. Had that superhero poke, man. Golly.
No, but they
Got
watched
excited.
it. It was a watch. Okay.
From SharePlay.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you.
Very cool.
I haven't tried it.
I watched some hockey today.
I need to watch hockey.
Pretty entertaining, man.
I watched the.
You believe it or not, without the fans, it's perfectly fun to watch. Baseball is kind of hard for me without the fans, but
Oh, the virtual noise.
Baseball.
virtual noise in all the sports is great, right?
Baseball's hard for a lot of people
hate
in
it.
general.
Really?
Yeah.
Baseball's hard for a lot of people in general.
Yeah.
It's so slow.
Yeah, you know what I'm excited about? I think I'm going to download the demo for Tony Hawk. I'm going to pre-order it. I'm going to pre-order it. Well, I'm going to get it anyways. But,
What was I about to say? I had a thought.
man,
and it
we have another
escaped me.
person in here. If you're in here and not talking, come join the party, man.
Hey,
Got a question? We got answers.
I had a thought and it escaped me.
Unless it's Ron.
Yeah, he said he said he just wasn't talking.
Yeah.
He said he'd still be watching, but he wasn't talking.
Yeah, how cool is it we have a viewer from Guatemala?
Oh yeah, man. I'm
That's
glad he's
sweet.
here. I'm glad he's enjoying
That's
it.
sweet. We
It
got
sounds
a
like he's
viewer
having
from
fun.
right down the road.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
That's sweet.
Sounds like he's having fun. Sounds like he's
Said
enjoying
enjoy
himself.
it. Yeah, yeah. So he said he could listen to us all day.
I love it.
I haven't heard many people ever say that.
Yeah.
Well, because of me. It's
Wow.
usually because of me.
Your voice
You-
is kind of Seth Rollinsy.
You remember what
Maybe
happened?
that's why you don't like Seth Rollins. You talk just like
I
him.
told you. How many times do I have to tell this man that ain't his voice?
Nah, you talk just like him.
How many times I can tell this man that ain't his voice? You're gonna be down on your knees in front of the TV.
We have the same 50. Over and over.
I'm gonna go.
Do that, Ron. Do that.
The great thing I can still say.
Right, Terry.
Terry,
baby,
Ron
Terry.
Terry says
We're cycling. We're cycling.
cyclical.
Oh, we got 3. The tournament.
Somebody Commander Root and Sweet Haley.
Yeah, I ain't no Bo.
Who knows? Interesting.
I ain't no Bo. Welcome. You're dropping a lot of frames. You're dropping a lot of frames. It says.
Oh, my pixels. Yeah, I thought pixel count was too high.
My what is it? My polygon count was too low. What's your favorite Marvel movie?
I don't know. I haven't watched a ton of them to where I just know. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed Doctor Strange.
I
like Captain
apparently-
Marvel.
I apparently have a bad answer. Thor: Dark World
It was a good movie.
is apparently
I
a bad
love the
answer.
Thor movies.
Hunter hated it.
Well,
We have a friend that hates Thor: Dark
He has
World,
a lot of good things.
which is my favorite. I thought the Dark World is like it's got a good plot.
Mm-hmm. It's the best of
The
the
flow
Thors.
is good.
And I did like Ragnarok.
I didn't.
It got a little cheesy at times, but
got
how
too
good was
goofy for
the Immigrant Song fight scene, though?
That's the best scene out of all three Thor movies.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Them old Hemsworth boys.
Yeah, them Hemsworth boys. How ridiculous is that as a statement?
Oh,
Them
he just
Hemsworth
knows them. You know, he helped raise them.
I'm glad we have. I can tell you right now, I'm glad we have Twitch, and I'm glad we have 3 viewers. I'm glad we've been getting viewers, because not having comedy is killing me.
I understand.
Not being able to get on stage, not being able to work it out. It's destroying me. I'm falling apart. I'm ready for crowds to be back. I'm ready to get back up on the stage.
Well, all the world's a stage.
Indeed, we are merely players.
Actors and portrayers.
Performers and portrayers.
So, my favorite Marvel movie I'm looking at now, I think Hocus Pocus.
You know what? That's second for me, that old Hocus Pocus.
Where does the Ugly Dotson...
Huh?
Where does the Ugly Dotson weigh in on yours? Is that the original Herbie down there? The Love Bug.
The Love Bug.
Man, A Bug's Life was a good movie.
Where did Blackbeard's ghost go? Did you see
He
that?
deleted a whole... It was a ghost.
That old road just disappeared.
Yeah. What did you do?
I did not see.
Oh, National
Downright
Treasure was
special.
good.
Let's go to Netflix. Favorite WrestleMania ever? 21.
1.
WrestleMania 21 because the main event had my boy,
Daniel Cormier?
even though he lost, it was Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. And that is the one I had on DVD when I was little, and that is my favorite WrestleMania ever.
How about you have this one, bud?
Ron, we got asked.
Yeah.
What's
And
your
this is your
favorite
question.
WrestleMania ever? Mine's 21.
Mine's 1.
Favorite WrestleMania ever.
Started everything.
To the viewer that just entered, how you doing? What's up? Any question you got? If you want to hear us talk about a subject, give it to us. We're doing anything and everything.
You know,
We're just spitballing, hanging out, and playing
some
around.
people may not like this, but there's one man we can thank for WrestleMania.
Donald Trump.
Donald J. Trump.
He gave them the Trump Towers,
Oh, yeah.
which it was kind of like a symbiotic relationship. It was like, we're going to make each other a lot of money here.
This man is a lot like Venom. Or is he Carnage?
Yeah. Oh, he's Carnage. He just ruins everything.
So is Donald Trump Venom?
Yeah.
What is this Coco Melon you're looking at? I'm creeped out, Ron. Look at this thing.
This chair is awesome.
I forgot what I was
love
looking
it.
Project Power, everyone's been raving about.
That looks
Are they?
stupid.
Listen, it's everyone I've talked to said they thoroughly enjoyed it.
Ron, favorite WrestleMania?
I'm looking it up
Oh.
right now. I think it was actually probably WrestleMania 14. Rock versus not Rock, excuse me. Stone Cold versus Michaels with Tyson as the referee.
That is good.
Yeah, it was.
Because I was looking, I was trying to think of some of the other matches, but it was literally that Undertaker defeated Kane with Paul Bearer, Cactus Jack and Charlie Chainsaw versus the New Age Outlaws, Rock with D'Lo Brown Kama Mustafa and Mark Henry defeated Ken Shamrock by disqualification. Wait, what? Excuse me. It was The Rock versus Ken Shamrock. Mark Marrow and Sable defeated Goldust and Luna.
Yeah.
Triple H defeated Owen Hart. Taka Michinoku versus Aguila. LOD 2000. The first two matches weren't really crazy about, but like everything else was pretty good.
My answer to this question is kind of actually recent. Favorite return that you watched live?
Favorite return? You go first because I'm trying to think. You talking about in wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Owen Hart. That's fucked up. Oh.
You can actually say that on this.
I think
Um,
my favorite
live return.
You gotta give me a second here because I have one in mind.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, I have one in mind, but I don't actually know if it's my favorite. So you gotta bear with me here. That's a good question.
You
got
go
some
ahead,
good
Ron.
questions.
He's still thinking.
It was probably for me. It was probably when Stone Cold Steve Austin returned after that first major injury. Because I never missed Raw or WCW Nitro, so we watched them all. It would probably be between that, or it was, dude. How can you honestly say it was not as cool seeing Edge come back than any other person return? Because
that's the one I wanted to say was Edge.
Edge's return to me. Like, oh man, sorry. For me, I was trying to get an angle in. Edge's return itself was a bigger impact on me, I think, than anyone I've ever seen, because he was the one no one expected, and I saw the day of. I read an article said he was returning, and I was like, no way.
That's the one I want to say. I'm stuck between two. Edge's Royal Rumble return.
Or Hulk Hogan coming back?
And Triple H's Royal Rumble return.
Was that after the torn?
Yeah, after the torn quad. That was
ripped it off the bone.
That was a huge return when he came back from, because that showed you just how big he was. And when Triple H's music, because he was a heel, he was a heel. That music hit, and that music hit, and the place explodes.
Yeah, and I wanted to think of a time the Undertaker's return, but he's returned so many times it nullifies any great one he ever had for me. Stone Cold, that was big when Stone Cold returned. Even when they did the fake storyline that was almost real where he left and WCW was invading.
How about Cena Royal Rumble 2008?
I know our boy is a big John Cena fan. That's probably one. That's a big one. Yeah, I need to go. Golly, I probably need to go back and watch that.
Didn't he have a bicep injury or something? He had an arm injury.
I think it was
bicep, something.
I think it was a tricep. Triceps are easily injured for a lot of.
That's wrestlers. A big injury in wrestling. Yeah. Tricep.
So I wonder how you tear that though. That's what I want to know. How do you actually legitimately tear that?
Pulling something, I feel like.
I guess I just feel like it's got to be more uncommon than you would think, but it's
a big injury in wrestling though. Yeah. Something they do in wrestling.
Something they do. Yeah, I think that qualifies as a pretty big return. Patriots fan.
I'm trying to think of any other big returns. The only big ones were the big people.
AEW was teasing signing Goldberg to go on a streak.
Ugh. Gross.
That would have been a big return.
Freaking gross.
I hate it, man. I hate it.
God, man. Why am I blanking?
Shawn Michaels had a big return after he lost a smile. That was a big one.
Hardy Boys were huge a few years ago.
He just said Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys were huge a few years ago.
The return they had at WrestleMania.
That's what I'm talking about.
33.
They did a good job of hiding the hat.
Yeah, they had
that music went off and everybody freaked out.
You know what to me was the funniest thing about that? The fact that Kofi Kingston couldn't even do Jeff Hardy's moves, his dance moves. And you go back and watch that, and he's imitating it, and he can't do it. which to me blew my mind of how like because it's kind of like you ever seen someone do the invertebrate dance or whatever where they basically they do this like shaking thing and it looks like they have no vertebrae. It's kind of like just reminded me of that because I guess those moves are hard to duplicate. But that return was really cool to watch when they did the documentary and they showed the whole lead up to WrestleMania and how
that
they
was cool.
snuck them in.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
They did a good job of hiding that. Not many things go without being hidden, but that did.
When you think about wrestling in the late 90s, early 2000s, you think Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian, right? Without those three teams, I don't think WWE is nearly as popular as it is in that time.
I think my favorite comeback was Edge.
I don't even think it's a cop out. I think that's a legitimate thing to say.
Yeah, I think it's Edge.
I think, and you know what's so cool?
I audibly, when his music started, I was here watching it by myself and made a noise. I was like, whoa!
Listen, you know, that is true. I'm gonna move this chair. I like this chair.
Ah!
You know who the next big return possibly could be, right? Other than CM Punk.
Who that?
What's the Natalia's husband's name?
I don't
Tyson
know.
Kidd.
Oh.
Tyson Kidd broke his neck and almost died because of a muscle buster from Samoa Joe, which is why Samoa Joe doesn't do that move anymore.
I didn't know that.
Samoa Joe can never again do the muscle buster in WWE.
Interesting.
Because in a dark match, he did it to Tyson Kidd and it botched and it broke his neck.
Huh.
And Natalia Hart put out some footage of him running the ropes. So might get to see a little comeback. And I think Edge's overcoming injury is going to help with that.
Yeah.
But man, I don't care how bad the WrestleMania match was or whatever. I'll still watch it again just to see him go that long. Man, I don't know. Some good stuff, man. Well, what's another question you got? I like the questions, man. It makes everything kind of flow a little easier.
That was an absolute explosion when Edge's music started.
Yeah. He deserved it.
It blew the roof off.
He deserved it. Could you imagine buying tickets to that and that be the surprise?
Yeah.
Like,
what a surprise.
Like, come on, man. Like, this is it, you know? That's why I wanted to go to WrestleMania this year. I had tickets for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
All right, I was going to go to see it because I was like, this is going to be Undertaker's last one.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just want to see him one more time. I don't care how bad he looks in the ring, all right?
Yeah.
But the idea to see one of my childhood, I wouldn't even call a childhood hero because in my childhood, The Undertaker was an evil incarnate, right?
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't a hero.
Right.
But the American Badass Undertaker was my hero, right?
Yeah.
But to watch a wrestler that I've seen wrestle longer than I've been alive, you know, I've watched film of him from before I was born. The idea that I could see this icon one more time, no matter how bad that match be, was enough for me to buy a ticket. And, you know, they were talking about AJ Styles really wants him to come do an actual match.
He should.
But I think AJ can protect him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers of all time. All right. Favorite pay-per-view overall. For example, mine favorite is Royal Rumble. Okay, so like just a pay-per-view in general that you really like. I am a big fan. If I'm going to do an easy one, I'll give you two. NXT, like the War Games pay-per-view. It's one of my favorites. But I'll give you, like, I guess a mainstream one. It's got to be Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
I've never actually been a Royal Rumble fan.
I'm a Royal Rumble. Mine is Royal Rumble.
I've never been a Royal Rumble guy. And I do like the surprises you can get out of it, right? I thought when they did the Women's Royal Rumble, I was all about that. Because you got to see Beth Phoenix and Trish, all these people come back. Really cool concept. But, you know,
I gotta agree with you. Royal Rumble is my favorite. Is my favorite pay per view.
Yeah, but I am definitely. I was thinking about going to WrestleMania 36. Yeah, man, I tell you, WrestleMania is the dream. I want to go to. I just want to go see. I want to go to Access and meet all the people.
Yeah,
I think that would be really cool. All right, favorite wrestler from the 90s. I know it would be before him.
favorite wrestler from the.
Then we can go 90s and then we go 2000s. All right, so start thinking of your favorite 2000s wrestler, Patriot. But I think I know who yours is.
Favorite wrestler from the 90s.
I'll go first. Mine is Sting. It will always be my favorite wrestler from the 90s. There was two wrestlers in the 90s I really liked. Sting and Shawn Michaels. I used to do the Shawn Michaels when he did the Sexy Boy entrance. I used to do the whole entrance whenever he came out. I mean, I was a kid, all right? I used to do
You
that.
still do it.
Yeah, I would.
That's how you get the mood going.
Why is
Funny
this
you
killing
should say
me so
that
bad?
because I was thinking I have two. Sting as well also, but Shawn Michaels and Undertaker.
Yeah. In the 90s? Yeah, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker would be it. Brett?
Favorite wrestler from the 90s.
But Shawn Michaels still my 2000s as well.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm a big Shawn Michaels
Really?
man, I guess.
His 2000s would have to be either Edge or Randy Orton.
Yeah.
No. 90s for him, like, I can see.
Favorite 90s wrestler. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Paul Bear.
Oh, yes! While you're thinking of that, here we go. He says Shawn Michaels is his favorite.
Shawn
So, I
Michaels
mean,
good.
90s that would be appropriate, even though you weren't born yet, Patriot.
I feel like I had a
Thanks
weird
for being
one.
born.
I had a
That's
weird
true.
one when I was little.
I bet you
Diamond
did.
Dallas Page.
Kevin Nash
That's not weird.
was my boy in the 90s.
Kevin Nash is a
That's
fine
weird
one.
for you.
Kevin
That was
Nash
weird.
is my favorite 90s. Kevin
Yeah,
Nash.
he was like Shawn Michaels. Kevin Nash is his best friend,
Mhm.
protects him, and then he cried when Kevin Nash stagged Mike.
So I'm
Michaels
going.
in
I'm
the
going
back.
Kevin
Oh, so
Nash.
Shawn Michaels and Dylan's Kevin Nash.
That's fine.
Ah!
2000s wrestler. Before you think of your 2000s.
All right.
Patriot fan said, "What wrestlers have you met?" I have met Paige outside of North Charleston Coliseum before an event. I have met like some really old people from like my grandpa's
I've not
time
met
period,
one.
like Ivan Koloff, Nikita Koloff. Actually, the Koloffs, Ivan and Nikita Koloff, came to the church in Lambertown, Saints Delight,
Weird.
for an event when I was a kid. Actually,
Very weird.
because
yeah.
they're like Christians. They're like big-
a Lambert.
But why that church?
Yeah.
That
Well,
doesn't
they-
justify
no,
them
they
going
used
to
to-
Lambertown.
no,
What
they
are the
used to-
Christians?
no, they used to go on tour.
That's the
around-
Mecca.
Well, all right, so you realize like
Lambert.
so like in the 2000s you could pay Ted DiBiase $5,000 and he'd come to your church and speak.
So
Wow.
you're telling me
They get-
Lambertown paid for the Kolofs?
I think so, yeah. I think came in part of an event. And the St. Delight's Church had the power team one year.
What
Like,
is
the-
wrong
the
with
power team was, like,
Lambertown?
A group of like bodybuilders who they like rip phone booths in half, books
Phone
in half,
booths?
books, excuse me, phone books in half. You remember
They
the
ripped the damn phone
they used to
booth
have
in half.
the rubber canteens you'd put water in, like they would like blow those up and like make them explode. They were pretty cool. They loved Jesus, whatever. And so they would come around. But yeah, I saw the Koloffs at the church.
Back on! They just
Um,
ripped the damn phone booth in half.
I've seen
Have you guys look at Extreme? Ron takes up 7/8 of it. He's splayed out in my chair.
looks like I'm sitting in the couch, right? That's so great.
That's so
Serious.
great.
Same about. Oh yeah, you met Paige.
I feel like everybody.
I think Paige. I think we were at that same event together. I believe we were actually
I
there.
think you wore my shoes that day.
You were me
Um,
that day.
I've met the Big Show.
Of course you have.
He was pretty cool.
Let
When
me
I was a
count.
child, I met Flying Brian Pillman
That's
at
cool.
a Waffle House next to the North Charleston
That makes a
Coliseum.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
With my grandpa took us
You
there.
could definitely see him being there.
Yeah.
My grandpa escorted Ric Flair down the aisle at the Winya Auditorium. at a wrestling
Escorted
event.
him.
Yeah, he's a police officer,
Escorted.
and he
Hey, he was a dirty cop, right?
Yeah, he escorted him down the aisle. Make sure no one like hit him or anything on the way.
He
Is
said,
he-
"Take me to Space Mountain, Rick."
I feel like I feel like y'all are judging me for my '90s pick.
We judge you for every pick you have.
It's all right, 2000s pick now. Should be easy for you. You got one or two answers.
Yeah.
Randy Orton.
All right, Randy Orton.
Ric Flair.
I love.
He's
I go,
relevant in what, the
ready?
80s, 90s, 2000s,
I was gonna say, you ready?
2010s.
Yeah, yeah.
You ready? Everybody.
Sir.
Is that the greatest moment in wrestling history?
Yeah, Denny's after wrestling. I love Denny's too.
The best thing. to get after a WWE event is Denny's.
That's
Boy,
right.
that's deep south.
You
But
know who had
What
thighs?
what grade is Patriots
JBL.
fan going in?
Oh yeah.
Patriots fan, are you
Thunder
a ninth grader this year? Like I can't remember. Are you eighth grader or ninth grader?
We have a
Or
new
seventh grade.
viewer. Comment
So
something.
how ridiculous was the moment when you remember Stone Cold in the beer truck and then Kurt Angle in the milk truck?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
2000s. My favorite wrestler was. This is actually tough.
Mark Henry?
Probably would have been the Undertaker in the 2000s.
2000.
I wasn't a big fan of the American Badass Undertaker.
He's my favorite incarnation.
That is ridiculous, Ron.
I
That is
just
ridiculous.
he came out the Limp Bizkit. Rolling.
That's
Limp
even more.
Bizkit
You're
was
not
so
making it better. You're making it more ridiculous.
Oh, you eighth grade? That's what I thought. Man.
A mystery person has entered the chat.
A
ladies
wild
and gentlemen.
Pokemon has appeared. All right, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Y'all
Squirrel.
slept on Goldberg.
Who's that?
Y'all slept on
G.
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
G. Brown, Goldberg. All right, we're talking. All right, clarify with me. You're talking WCW Goldberg, right? Because that's the only version of Goldberg I would.
No,
accept.
y'all slept on 2020 Goldberg.
The 90s Goldberg I could see. Because you know what? 90s Goldberg was actually believable. Missing no. Your favorite Pokemon?
Favorite Pokemon missing now?
That's the glitch on Pokemon Yellow? where
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it messed up your game if you called it. Or it sometimes would.
Sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah, so Goldberg in the 90s,
Sure,
listen,
clicking?
that
Huh?
was...
Sure, clicking.
Oh, it was probably me hitting this.
No, it sounded like the typing on an apple.
That?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wasn't
what
working.
it was.
So Goldberg in the 90s was at least believable, right? Like, I don't know, you were way young in the 90s because I was way young. But like 96, 97, I was 8 years old watching Goldberg. I thought no one could beat him. I thought he would destroy Stone Cold. All right, that's how believable he
I
was.
thought he was going to march into heaven and kill God.
Mae Young all day 2000.
Oh, he didn't think so.
Mae Young.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Well, it was a weird angle with her and Mark
When I-
Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, the hand?
The hand. She gave birth to a hand.
Or was that with Kane was the hand?
No, it was Mark Henry.
Okay. All right. Favorite diva or woman's wrestler of all time? I thought this was tough because you could literally split it between Attitude Era and today.
I'm just going over. I'm just picking over who I feel is the hottest.
Oh, is that how you do this? Or
Yeah.
I actually justify based on wrestling ability.
What a schmuck he is. Lita, baby.
Lita was a great wrestler though, like 100% a great wrestler.
I couldn't
remember
tell
one
you
of them.
any of her wrestling matches.
All
I
you
can
could tell
you
was
what
the color of thong.
But I can
was.
tell you what she looked like. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lita.
My
Favorite
favorite
Mickey James.
Mickey. Oof. Have you seen her today? Like she's
At
still
an
hot.
age, baby.
I bet so.
You know, she's actually going to be wrestling in a couple weeks, I think, or next week.
Oh, we got a
That's
China in the chat.
China.
Ah, well, she was eighth wonder. of the world.
Hey, Ninth Wonder? For it?
Ninth wonder was it?
Ninth
I don't
Wonder?
remember.
All right,
I'll
China.
Has anybody watched Night in China?
No, no, don't say that.
No,
Um,
I haven't. How's the weather?
So, my favorite woman wrestler.
female wrestler. My favorite woman wrestler.
My favorite woman
My
wrestler.
favorite female wrestler.
I can
is-
tell you.
Uh,
No, no, we don't need that. G Brown, we don't need that. My favorite,
Oh, man.
my favorite wrestler is right now is Bailey, 100% Bailey. But back in like the Attitude Era, it was Tori Wilson. And remember the angle they did with her dad and Don Marie? Don Marie, do you remember Don Marie
Yeah.
though?
Yeah.
I will say I enjoyed Beth Phoenix. I mean,
Hey, she's a little bigger, but hey, man, it's like the new incarnation of China.
What's your favorite? Okay, I'm done.
Xavier Woods? No.
Mickey James.
Gross. Xavier Woods,
Oh, man.
gross. That's the only reason you. Alberto Del Rio.
Oh,
What
thank
do
you for
Alberto Del
being
Rio
done
and
there.
Xavier Woods have in common?
G Brown. Is that your boy? That's
Yeah.
your boy, isn't it? Yeah. Oh man. At least I caught on to that one, right?
Yeah,
Trivia.
you know who G Brown was?
Greg.
Yeah, well, which says your boy?
Yeah. My Hulk Hogan.
Mine's Hulk Hogan.
Remember that conversation where I said you say things wrong, just slaps you down? Because he doesn't notice it.
Have you ever seen the Space Force?
I like it, yeah.
Like, I just hear a lot of...
Well, see,
That
everybody's
good.
upset. Like, they made Steve Carell not funny. He took it as a serious
Yeah.
role.
So it's supposed to be funny.
But they're like, they ruined him.
What
They
about
just-
Cobra Kai? Season
No,
1
my
and 2.
loser. What am I? 1980?
It's got Mr. Miyagi.
I don't care about Mr. Miyagi. Don't
Come
care
on,
about
man.
him.
One of the greatest people of all time.
Trivia.
Dave Grohl.
What do Xavier Woods and Alberto Del Rio have in common?
Page. They turned a page in the book.
I was about to say turn the page.
Oh, I just feel bad for
Oh.
her.
Well, what?
Is
Sinatra,
Alberto
all or
Del
nothing.
Rio still in jail?
Interesting to watch.
Probably
Yeah, he's
so.
in jail.
Well, wasn't it attempted murder or something?
Whoa,
What?
I didn't know that.
Let me
What?
see something. It was something
wild.
crazy. Alberto Del Rio jail.
Alberto.
Arrested on May 9th, and Obama said at $50K. So no.
Feels ridiculous there.
Sexual assault, which is a second
Whoa.
degree felony.
That's wild.
There is a lot of wrestlers who've been facing
They're
sexual
weird.
assault.
Joey
charges.
Ryan is a weird
Um,
guy.
Who's the guy in AEW with Chris Jericho? Jack Swagger. Like, apparently sexually assaulted someone while I was at WWE. Yeah, that's a lot of issues right now.
Is there any difference in wrestlers and Super Smash Bros. Players?
No.
Yeah.
One
One's
goes to the
not
gym and one
creepy.
doesn't.
One's not as creepy in the public.
I don't.
perception.
Have you ever gone to a Super Smash Bros. Competition?
No.
We used
I
to
bet it
host.
stinks.
All right, we used to host them at our.
Julie.
We used to host them at our
Worse.
our game store, right? The one you used to come to.
Not for
All
crap.
it does is smell like pepperoni pizza and must.
Ugh,
That's what it smells like at one of them.
Ugh.
Because the people don't shower.
ugh.
Because it's part of the mental game.
They try to
You
psych 'em
smell,
out.
you
Yeah.
make them like have to smell you. All right,
They're
listen.
creatures.
Like the card game tournaments, like literally people would carry around deodorant just to spray in the air because like it smelled that bad. Because people like.
I
the
feel like I don't
psychological
want to
aspect.
win that bad.
Yeah.
No.
There's some weird people who play Super
The
Smash
amount
Bros.
of sexual assault is lower in Super Smash. I would agree.
Yeah, it's mostly just sexual commenting.
Wrestlers get it going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more sexual harassment in that, and then I guess messing around with little kids. Like I think that's another big thing in that community.
Whoa.
Grooming.
A lot of grooming in Super Smash Bros.
Did you do you know Zero?
The Smash Bros. Player, the most famous one in the
Yeah.
world, who
I watch his YouTube, or I did
okay,
until, and I went back. Me and
he's your hero, huh?
me and
He
Nick,
was.
me and Nick were at Hunter's, and I went back and looked at his page. All the comments are turned off on all his videos.
Well, I
And he
can
did-
imagine so. Should be.
Yeah, didn't you not know about it? That's
You know-
what he said. That's why he hadn't put anything on his page.
Yeah.
You know, like that him himself, that whole controversy has almost killed that
Mhm.
game. Like
Yeah.
it's almost taken everything away from.
Yeah.
It. And they didn't have. They were like the boxing of professional games, right?
Because they
Like-
were all weird.
Yeah.
Boys, we've been at it for an hour 18.
I think it's been pretty good. I think we got a new follower today.
I think we
mean-
did good.
That's a victory. We had very good interaction on the.
We
page.
did. We did another good stream.
The new follower from I already forgot Guatemala.
Guatemala,
Man.
baby.
That blew my mind, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Bridging
And
gaps here, cultural gaps. They get to listen to a couple
More
of
wildly.
3 Southern gentlemen.
and I hope he I hope he sticks with us. I hope he rejoins us. We'll be back. Possibly, well, you follow us here, you'll get a notification. We'll be back possibly tomorrow night, possibly Tuesday night.
Streaming games, though.
Streaming. We'll be
streaming
streaming games. We'll be streaming
Yeah.
games. The next-
speech stream will probably be Saturday.
The next stream will be Saturday. We'll be watching UFC.
And Sunday
Hanging
we'll
out.
be watching wrestling. We do back-to-back streams.
We'll do a back-to-back stream. Saturday we'll be watching UFC, answering your questions again. Sunday we'll be watching SummerSlam, answering your questions again. Thank you for being with us.
You just doubled your viewers, go twice as long. Oh shoot!
Hot diggity dog.
Diggity dog.
Hot shoot boy.
But we actually had 3 or 4 earlier, so it's something that's just gotta take a while. You got to get.
That's right,
If
baby.
you get one person every time you go on, and that one person decides to come back,
Yep.
it builds that community.
We'll be here, man. We'll be here doing
the goal
this.
is to get to 50 followers.
Yep.
And then we can actually monetize it.
We'll be
Then
here.
Brett
We'll
can
be here
actually
for
make
you.
money.
We'll be here for
Because
you.
after he pays you for everything you've done so
That's
far.
right.
For teaching me how to use a computer. I'm
Yeah.
really bad at it.
We just got to get a better computer.
Yep.
You know, we need to buy our own camera so we can return this one to the
Yeah.
rightful owner. Hey man, you know, G Brown, we appreciate you letting us use the
Yes,
camera as well.
we do
That's
appreciate you.
super
boy.
important.
Big call out to
I
you.
mean, he kind of owes it to us.
Ha!
Yeah, we did.
Hit us
listen to
with a
this
follow
comedy.
too. Hot diggity dog.
Yeah, hit us with a
What you
follow.
doing?
What are you doing? We need to go if we can. We
It-
need to follow White 99 GT who followed us.
Yeah, we do.
He sent me a message, asked us. to
All
follow
right, man.
him
We
back.
got you.
So
We appreciate Ronnie Hyper. We appreciate Patriots for Life. We appreciate Greg a little bit. We appreciate White 99 GT, and we will give him a follow back, even though he's not here. You're here in spirit,
that's right.
Pour one out.
He's playing Call of Duty right now.
and
Who is it?
that's what Ron's going to do right now.
Ah,
That's what Ron's going to do right now, and we will be back with video games. We're not going to have video. It'll just be gameplay and audio either tomorrow night or Tuesday night. And next week we will have Just Chatting, UFC Saturday night, WWE SummerSlam,
WWE.
Yeah.
WWE Sunday night, Just Chatting, taking your questions. And thank you for the follows.
Yeah.
Thank you for the views.
Fun time.
Patriots, we'll see you on Sunday night at least. We know that.
It's been a good time, baby.
Oh, he's
We'll
always
see.
here.
We'll
Yeah,
see
it's-
all you next
important.
time.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate you and we love
It's
you.
gonna be funny, like if I'm teaching at Andrews and he comes in and it's like, "Hey, that was a cool stream you had."
Overwatch again tomorrow. We talked about Apex. We may do Apex.
But if you rather see us do Overwatch,
Yeah, if you want to watch Overwatch.
yeah, which one would you rather see? We probably have a better chance of
Any
winning.
game you want, any game you want to watch, bro, go out and buy it.
That's right.
Whoa!
We might have to do a little that first, but which one do you want to see, Patriots? We'll
I'll
let
have
you
to get on the
choose.
corner.
Oh, I don't think Patriots cares. Wait,
Apex.
All right,
All right,
we'll play
man.
Apex
That's
tomorrow.
it. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Yep. I need to upload it, right? Stream.